Hey YouTube, today I kind of wanted to show you my 99 F-150. Get asked a lot of questions about it, some of the things I've done. It's actually a flat black paint that you can get at Walmart, spray can. And I did each panel separately instead of trying to spray the whole vehicle so I wouldn't get any overspray. But that's what it looks like wet. And this is what it looks like as it dries. I'm pretty happy with it. But I get asked a lot of questions on the truck, you know, what I've all done to it. And a lot of people think it's a Raptor, and it's not. It's just a plain old 99 F-150. But don't really have much money into the truck. That's kind of why I wanted to make the video, to show you don't need to spend a lot of money to have a unique looking vehicle. I got maybe 150 into the paint job and, you know, 300 into the fender flares, lightning bumper. It's actually fiberglass. I'm not a fan of the fiberglass bumpers, but I kind of went with it for the styling to match the hood. It actually has pockets on the side of it, you know, to match the hood. And I went with the Hilo rims to kind of keep the same pattern going with the pocket style fender flares. You know, but it's been a really good truck. Paid $4,000 for the truck. I got about 150 into the paint job, and the hood I believe was $600. The bumper was $350. So it's actually a different box. The factory box that came with the truck was starting to rust out in this area. So what I did was purchase this one from a guy out of town here, and actually removed all the bracing inside of there that, you know, commonly causes these trucks to rust out there, and undercoated all of it. So trying to prevent it from rusting again. The frame's all been painted. So, but as the truck sits, I got, you know, maybe over a couple of years here, about $6,000–7,000 into the whole truck. Did all the work myself, so that helps and saves a lot of money. Made custom 6x9 pods in the doors there. It's just particle board that I wrapped with leather. Routered the edge to give it a nice round look. The passenger door is actually finished. Not sure if you can see it, but I painted around the handle there on the door black, you know, to match the pod. You know, painted the top of the dash black to match. Put in a custom switch panel down here. I just removed the factory, kind of like a pocket there, and just took a flat piece of plastic, laid it over the hole, and then took a heat gun and melted it so the plastic would form to the shape so I could screw it in place. But these switches control, this is a master switch to shut everything off. But I have electric vans, and the headlights are all hooked up separately, like fog lights. That controls the fog lights. And this one controls LED lights and headlights. This one controls the angel eyes. Looks really fancy at night. The headlights I got off of eBay, they came as a kit with the taillights. I think it was about 180 bucks, but it's got, you know, matching headlights and taillights in it. The headlights are really good for night driving. Way better visibility than the factory ones. But just kind of some things, you know, just factory door. I know the lights are kind of bright there. I replaced them with LED. Kind of helps at night, see where you're stepping. But I'll show you the finished door so you can kind of get an idea of what that looks like. You know, just kind of doing things here and there. I did have a blow-through box, had an 18 Solo X in there, but didn't leave me with much box room. I think I only had about 2 feet of box room, so I still want to be able to use it as a truck. So I just removed it, got rid of it. But kind of wanted something different. You don't see too many lightning bumpers on 4x4s. Really happy with how it looks. The wheels, I'm not sure if you can see, but I kind of wish they were dished out more. I've been thinking about putting spacers on there, you know, to make them sit even, give it a wider stance. But I do use it as a truck, and I pull a 30-foot Thor camper with it, so I'm kind of nervous to put the spacers on there and lose a wheel. Another unique thing about the truck is I put a winch in here. You won't see too many lightning bumpers with a winch sticking out of them, but I just thought, you know, there's plenty of room down there to, I can show in another video on how I mounted it and did that. You know, how I kept the factory tow hooks, and I installed the winch controller here for easy access. Usually when you get stuck, you know, your truck's down in a pit, you don't want to try and reach down in the mud to hook your controller up, so figured I'd mount this one up higher. But still got the roof to paint. I've kind of decided, I'm not sure if I want to paint the whole roof. I might paint this section here because it leaves off a nice tape line here, you know, and the truck's tall enough. I don't know if I want to paint the whole thing, because if I get bored with this, it'll just be, you know, more sanding to return it back to the clear coat, base coat paint. But I'll be making other videos, you know, showing how to do stuff cheaply and how to customize, you know, on a low budget. But I do get a lot of looks with it. A lot of people ask if it's supercharged or if it's a Raptor, and it's none of those. It's just, you know, a nice vehicle I just didn't spend very much money on. But I can write down in the description where I got the parts and usually what they cost. So looks pretty good dry too. Just poor lighting in here. But go ahead and ask any questions if you kind of want to know how to do things. I'll put more videos up. Not used to making videos yet, so bear with me. But like and subscribe. Thanks.